Hey guys, Coach Sharp back here. I actually wanted to get on camera just so y'all could kind of see my face for those who haven't a little bit. Picking back up with the videos. This is going to be the video for page 10 in the 200-page packet. And let's just jump into it. All right. So 51 and 52 are basically the same question except with two different formulas. They say, what is the slope of a line perpendicular to the line whose equation is 20x minus 2y equals 6? So, again, we've seen some of these when we've been going through these problems about parallel and perpendicular lines. Again, it was something we did closer to the beginning of the year. Parallel lines have the same slope. Perpendicular lines have that opposite reciprocal slope, if y'all remember that. So you got to flip the fraction. If it's a whole number, then it becomes 1 over the whole number and give it the opposite sign. But again, we got to know what the slope is. So first thing we got to do is put that equation into slope-intercept form. Okay? So I'm going to have 20x minus 2y equals 6. Again, I think we all know what slope-intercept form is. If you don't remember, y equals mx plus b, so I need to get my x to the other side, and then get rid of the negative 2. So I'm going to subtract 20x. That's going to be negative 2y equals negative 20x plus 6 divided by negative 2. That's going to give me y equals negative 20 divided by negative 2 is positive 10. 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. So y equals 10x minus 3. So my slope is 10. Okay? Again, if we put it over 1, that makes it a fraction. So I need to flip that. 1/10. It's positive, so I need to make it negative. Negative 1/10, which is answer choice 2. All right. Same question, different equation. So let me erase this one, put that equation up there. Now 3x plus 5y equals 4. So we do the same exact thing, okay? 3x plus 5y equals 4 minus 3x on both sides. Again, I like to stick it in front. 5y equals negative 3x plus 4. Divide everything by 5. So I'm going to get y equals negative 3/5 x plus 4/5. All right, so again, regular slope is negative 3/5. Why do my 5's keep doing that? So I need to flip it. 5/3, it's negative, so it's going to become positive. Positive 5/3. Answer choice 4. Okay. All right. 53. In the diagram below, EF is the median of trapezoid ABCD. So we didn't necessarily talk about it with any other shape. We actually, when we talked about it with triangles, when we did medians, it was more going from a vertex to the vertex to the middle of the opposite side. I couldn't think for a second. I'm sorry. It's the vertex to the middle of the opposite side. The median's a little different here, okay? So the median of a triangle is, I'm trying to think what it relates to, something we've done. It's almost like it's basically like the midpoint, okay? Basically like a midpoint. You're going to add up, midpoint, you add up both points, so both x coordinates divided by 2, both y coordinates divided by 2, you get the same thing. So basically, we're looking for the middle distance. So if DC is 6, AB is 10, EF would be 8, all right? So basically what you got to do is you got to add DC and AB divided by 2, and it's equal to EF. Got a little blurry there for a second. All right, so I'm going to kind of write that out. I'm going to do DC plus AB divided by 2 equals EF. So now we can just substitute in those expressions, all right? So DC, I actually put that first as x plus 3. AB is 5x minus 9. Stick my plus sign in there because I did not, and it looks like multiplying. That's definitely going to give us the wrong answer. Give me a second. All right, divided by 2 equals EF, which is 2x plus 2. All right, so DC is that, AB is that, all equals that. So I got to combine it like terms up there, divide by 2. So x and 5x is 6x, 3 minus 9, negative 6, divided by 2, gives me 3x minus 3 equals 2x plus 2. Add 3 to both sides. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. So it's going to give me 1x, or just x, equals 2 plus 3, which is 5, which is answer choice 1. Okay, if you actually plug them in, DC would be 5 plus 3 is 8. EF would be 2 times 5 plus 2, so 10 plus 2, which is 12. AB would be 5 times 5 minus 9, which is 25 minus 9, which is 16. So DC is 8, AB is 16, EF is right in the middle at 12. So that checks out. All right. I'm going to go back. I think that's it. Don't check before I go back to the top of the page. Okay. All right, going to go back to the top of the page. All right, a couple similar triangles here, okay? As shown on the diagram below, ABC is similar to DEF. All right, so they both kind of look like right triangles. Doesn't tell us angle B and angle E are right, so we can't assume it. You know, they kind of look like it. But being a right triangle doesn't really matter here, okay? What we know is AB and DE match up, BC and EF, and AC and DF. So this is where we got to set up those ratios, okay? So I'm just going to start with the one on the left because it's bigger. So I'm going to do, you could either do 7x over 4 or 7x over 7. Again, I like to compare the corresponding sides on the different triangles. So I'm going to go 7x over 7 equals, since I started with 7x in the last one, 4 has to be I have to start with 4 now, so it's got to be my numerator, 4 over x. Okay? All right. So now all I got to do is cross multiply and solve. When I cross multiply here, that's obviously going to give me 28. 7x times x is 7x squared. All right, divide by 7. X squared equals 4, so I would square root both sides. X. Again, from what y'all learned in Algebra 1 last year, most times now when you're taking a square root, you should do plus or minus. I'm just going to do 2 because if we actually did negative 2 here, again, this would be a distance of negative 2. This would be a distance of negative 14. Of course, you can't have a negative distance, okay? So x is 2. We don't want x. It says, what's the length of AB? Well, AB is 7x, so that would be 7 times 2, which is 14, which is what AB is. So there we go, 14. Okay, answer choice 3. All right. Line has endpoints of 7, -1, and -3, 3. What are the coordinates of the midpoint of AB? Oh, kind of funny. I just got done talking about midpoint, making a comparison to it with the trapezoid over there, right? So again, all you gotta do is add your x coordinates, divide by 2, add your y coordinates, divide by 2. Okay, so I'm gonna have 7 plus -3. Again, this is the one that should be pretty easy to remember. This is the one that's, the distance formula is on the formula sheet, but this one is not. Okay, so you just got to add your x coordinates. All right, so 7 plus -3 is 4, divided by 2, which is 2. Y coordinate is going to be -1 and +3, so -1 plus 3, which is 2, divided by 2, which is 1. So I got x2, y1. There's my ordered pair, which is the answer choice 2. All right, shorter video here. We're at 10.5 minutes on the last question. If JKL is congruent, again, that's congruence, the equal sign with the squiggly line over it, to MNO, which statement is always true? So again, we have congruent triangles. We want to draw them exactly the same, and the letters got to go in the same order. All right. Okay, so we got JKL. So I'm going to do JKL, and then I've got MNO, MNO. So since the triangles are congruent, angle J and angle M are congruent, angle K and angle N, angle L and angle O. Right side is congruent to right side, left side is congruent to left side, bottom is congruent to bottom. So which of these is always true? Again, which, if those two triangles are congruent in that way, which of those is always true? Angle KLJ is congruent to angle NMO. So they're using the 3 letters, and again, it's just the angle symbol, not the triangle symbol. They're using the 3 letters, right? So I've got KLJ. KLJ would be this one, okay? It's congruent to NMO, NMO. So we're saying those are congruent. Well, I don't know that just by looking at it. It might be isosceles or it might be equilateral, but if all I know is they're congruent, then the only things I know, again, L and O would be congruent or J and M would be congruent, all right? So it's not answer choice 1. Answer choice 2, KJL is equal to MON. KJL is equal to MON. Again, same idea. Though we don't know if those are congruent. Maybe it's equilateral, maybe it's isosceles, but the only thing I know for sure is J is congruent to M, L is congruent to O. All right, so again, it's not answer choice B. Answer choice 3, JL is congruent to MO. JL, the left side, is congruent to MO, that left side. Well, that one should be true, right? Those should be congruent. Let's just check the other one just to be sure. JK is congruent to ON. JK is the right side, ON is the bottom. I know those are not, so it is back to JL and MO, which is answer choice 3, okay? JL is congruent to MO. Again, you could kind of, if you want to go ahead and mark those, you could have. You could have done 1 there, 2 there. Maybe this is what I should have had y'all do to begin with, because then you could just compare them. Okay, I know those are congruent. Since that's 1 arc, I'm going to go across and do 1 congruent. So that's 2 arcs. Those are congruent. And then 3 over there. Maybe that's what I should have done first. So that would have made it a little easier. Anyway. All right. So there we go. That is page 10.